chance to talk to Chris?
No.
What's your take? Did you expect him to be here?
I've been consistent from the beginning, right? He's got a valid and binding contract, which we knew from the start. That's still in place and has been validated from the arbitrator, and which is what we were anticipating, and we expect him to be here. Nothing's changed. It's exactly where it was.
Has there been any contact with Dan Verlieb, his agents?
Dan has not contacted us, nor has Chris. So he's got our numbers. He's got my email. He can text me or email me or call us or anybody else in the organization if he would like to speak with us.
So you would still take him in the team anyhow?
Any player that's under contract is welcome to come to camp, and he'll be evaluated like every other player is evaluated. Right? I mean, both on and off the football field.
You had mentioned I think earlier this week that if he had decided to come, that you wanted to talk to him, make sure.
Well, of course, he's missed a lot of football.
Do you have a policy on that, a stated policy about this issue?
I expect players, right, to adhere to the culture that we're establishing here in every area. On the football field, off the football field, in the meeting rooms, with their coaches, with their teammates. And all of that gets evaluated, right, on a daily basis. And if Chris determines that he wants to come back here and at least show some indication of wanting to be here, then he will start that process with us like all the rest of the players.
Do you feel he's let?
I'm sorry?
Do you feel he's let his team down? Players?
You'd have to talk to the individual players. I mean, I can't speak on behalf, of the players. I know this. I mean, one of the reasons why I wanted to come work for this organization is because they have a reputation and have demonstrated in both words and actions to do the right thing, to always do the right thing, and to treat their players well. We did the right thing, and we stood by our convictions, and I hope that the players are actually attracted to that want to be here.
Do you feel let down as an organization? You guys take an awful lot of your time and some of your money to fight this. You feel let down?
Yeah, well, a lot of our money. Yeah. Listen, I mean, it is what it is, right? We had to go through the process. It's part of the process. We decided to go through it because we wanted to stick to our principles and knew we were right in the situation. And part of that is the cost of doing business, right? We understand that, and I'm just fortunate to work for a president and owner that understand that and believe in that.
You talked earlier about the possibility of offering Chris a contract extension. Would that still be on the table at this point?
I don't know if it would or wouldn't. I haven't had any conversations with him or his agent, so we would look at. If he wants to extend and commit to Hamilton, then we would go through the process and evaluate that like we would any other player that we're wanting to sign an extension with.
Could bygones be bygones then, Kent? If he came to the table and said, okay, let's put this behind us and let's move forward?
It depends. I mean, everything has to be evaluated. Again, guys, we've been consistent, right from the beginning, and things haven't changed. Every player will be evaluated, right, in relation to his ability to play this game and his ability to and desire to fit on this football team. It's no different. It's no different than any of these guys that are out here right now. Chris will be evaluated the same way if, in fact, he wants to come back.
But the ball's in his court right now.
Well, of course it is. Yeah.
Maybe you can't answer this, but if part of that process, could part of that process be you got to address this to your teammates? If you're him, would you ask that of him?
I would hope that he would bring that forward on his own and have enough wisdom and discernment to figure that out on his own. If he didn't, then it would be requested, and then like any other player, then their attitude behind that request would be evaluated.
Whether it's true, whether it's
Authentic, sure. Yeah.